Welcome to Auroraboro, a small town bustling with potential. Are you a gregarious ghoulie getting into government? A naughty necromancer in need of some nasty nightlife? A wayward werewolf wandering the west? Whatever you are, whoever you're looking for, you'll find it down the rural roads of Auroraboro.
Candidate for mayor.
I'm Brian as Robin Renard.
Oh God, there's usually more people here. And
I was gonna say we got
and
fucked
I'm
up.
John as the world famous PT Sinclair. What's up, legends? Damn it, God,
Dude.
fuck.
Flawless. Flawless.
Full of
And-
beef right now.
This week we have a special guest. Who's our new face here?
I'm Chris Alberigo, playing
Full name.
Full
Hey, it's his. He can do with it what he wants.
Playing Shannon Reagan.
I said her
Oh
full
my
name
God.
too. Very cool.
Nice.
Stop.
Oh, you went for her full name too. Awesome.
No. Yes, Chris is our good friend. You may have seen him on a stream previously, and you may have heard him on a few episodes of Are We Friends. He's never been on your podcast though, right, John?
Never, not once.
Not
Never
once
will.
Invited. Not a one-time invited.
Never been invited.
Wow.
Never
Nope.
been invited.
4 years.
Patreon. Not a once invited.
Not once. So he's gonna be doing.
It's really like it's really a two-person thing.
Except for the time that literally
I've been
everyone
on
else
this
on this call has been on at least
Yeah.
once.
Hey
and
Brian,
except for him.
can you cool it?
Also, your college friends have also been
Yeah,
on it.
like a bunch of.
I don't.
So I don't want to
remember.
derail us any more than we already are right now, but I just want to point out that in the back left of Chris's image, you see two boobies with
Yes, you do.
two boobies. There are two
There are
boobies.
some breasts over there. Thank you, Taylor.
So-
pointing out, you managed to find the only pair of breasts on the stream. Thank you.
If you don't think the TOS from Twitch will find it, you're living a fantasy.
At least it's not a
Got
giant
another
dildo
thing
like
coming,
That,
if
like
you-
that's the lady who gave, what was it, the World Economic Forum?
Oh yeah.
No, it wasn't the World Economic Forum. It was something like the university.
Yes.
Giant dildo on her shelf.
I saw that image. Oh my god.
Oh my
yeah.
God.
Okay, so
Speaking of big things, we
this
got a
is
big
still
thing
Outlaws.
right
Oh,
Outlaws.
it's
This
true.
is still season 2.
Allegedly.
Yes. Chris will be joining us on my side, actually, not as a player, but helping me as the keeper. So he will actually be playing the voices of NPCs as they come in. The other thing, we'll talk about socials at the end, but right now, the only thing I wanted to mention again, our regular reminder that this is a horror cast, so sometimes while it is usually only comedic, sometimes it gets quite graphic. I will try to mention it right before it happens, but I don't know. I don't always make it in time.
It's going to be a lot of
It
trigger
it
warnings
thought
for
you.
this.
Oh,
said,
no!
It did not know you said horror. It thought you said
Horror.
something
Horror.
worse.
Whore.
It is
It's
horror.
like, this is a horror podcast.
This is a horror. Well, I mean, it is, but
Yes.
that's not. That nothing to do
I
with
should
it.
also mention that Chris is a violent person in these games, so it may be.
Yeah.
He's a sick,
No,
horrible
it's gonna be worse
monster.
this time.
Yeah.
Chris
Yeah.
explicitly wants to kill us.
And I explicitly want to be
So-
killed by Chris. 'Cause I'm a team
The-
player.
I have a very specific fetish. I mean, I'm a
Do
team
be
player.
careful, because he is in his full right to be able to murder you. So
Sick.
watch out for that.
That's not true.
It's going to be in gross ways.
Yep. So the last that we left our outlaws, they were in the basement of the Daily Beagle. They had just managed to get the lights back on, and that's when they saw what is his first? What's the gnome's first
Chamble.
name?
Chumble.
Chumble.
Chumble Tamby. They had just seen him leap onto Ace Cocky and stab him repeatedly in the neck, spewing blood everywhere.
Chris is like, wait, what?
Yes, so that is immediately where we pick up.
I
Pick up, I should
am
say.
I am
we're
on the
still- it's like-
stairs.
Still going.
I'm on
Conrad
the
is down.
stairs, standing behind the two. I'm standing behind Scoop and Remy.
Yeah.
That's where PT is. He's like cowering behind them on the steps.
Yeah, so Tambi takes this moment to kick off of Ace Cocky, and he comes like barrel rolling forward, lands on the ground in front of Scoop and Remy.
Conrad's gonna kick him.
Grabs both of their shins and then does the Mortal Kombat Scorpion like backwards like teleport, you know, and like pulls both of them with him into like a little wormhole.
What?
And it's still like sitting. There's like a little portal that is now like sitting there and open.
How big's the portal?
The portal is open?
It's open. It is not. It is like. It's like halfway between gnome and person size because he managed to like pull them both down.
They ducking as they get into
What the fuck just happened? Okay, do we...
If it is still open, I will try to jump through it.
Robert, no!
You jump through the portal and you do like the whoop.
I think the way to make this work for my character, because PT would not jump into that portal, I think he's like cowering behind these people and they disappear and he's like leaning on them. So they disappear and he falls forward into
That
the
makes
portal.
sense. Yes. Which
This is
leaves
Conrad.
Hardy alone on the other side of the portal.
With
Quickly take
with
a look through Ace
quickly
Cocky's
dying
shit.
Ace Cocky.
Yeah,
He
is
does
Ace
not
Cocky
look
dead?
like he's on the ground. It looks like he's dead. I mean, his whole neck has been like completely eviscerated from the many stab wounds.
Does he have anything in his pockets like a knife or a gun or a weapon or anything?
No, I believe he took all of the weapons off of him back up in his office.
We did. That was a good move.
It seemed like it.
It's turned out to
At
be.
the time. Yeah.
Somebody has.
Yeah.
All right, Conrad's gonna like look around. Quick look. He's on his way. He's jumping in, but he's gonna quickly like as he's running.
But
take
I
a
also
look
want to
left
see
or
what
right.
it looks like.
What else is
roll-
in here now that we have the lights on?
Roll luck.
Are you kidding me? You
sorry.
know my luck is fucking
That's
abysmal.
You are the one that always asks for just like hoping that something is there. though.
Here's the thing, though,
Wait,
man. You
I was hoping to look.
You
I
keep
was
rolling
looking.
really low on those luck rolls. It's just
a shame.
not as low as
I know.
it needs to be.
Yes, what I will give you is a 2x4 that is lying next to one of the.
Conrad takes it. Tally ho.
a stick.
Okay, Geronimo, and he just jumps right down into the pit of despair.
Okay, and as you go in, the camera follows you in through the portal, and we do like a Doctor Who style, like going through the portal thing.
What the fuck?
Legally distinct. Doo doo doo.
Of course.
Doo doo doo. That's the same. It's not even. It's just we're gonna get copyright.
And you land on the ground next to all of your fellow friends, and it is like at the.
The
It's
hell
like
are we?
You're on a path in a forest,
Oh fuck you.
and there is
This again.
like there's a little gnome in front of y'all who has he's got like a little pitchfork and a straw hat. Chris, what is his name? Hello. Welcome back.
We're
Sorry
back.
about that.
Nice.
Got a little robot-y there for a second.
Oops.
I'm gonna pick up from y'all are going through the portal, and you arrive in the middle of what looks like a little pathway in the woods, and you're all collected in a group, and you're like kind of like have been thrown onto the ground, and in front of you see a gnome, but it is not Tambi. It is a different gnome who's wearing like a little straw hat, and he's got like his little overalls and a little pitchfork. And Chris, what is this gnome's name?
I'm gonna say Peter Lil Petey Jurgensen.
So you will be playing the farmer gnome,
Jurgensen.
Lil Petey Jurgensen.
What is he, a hockey player?
I was so happy to be out of the woods. I thought we were not coming back to the woods.
More of the woods.
We hadn't talked about it. I know we hadn't like talked about it as a group, but after I was very excited to not be in the woods anymore, and we were in a building. We were fully in a building, walls all around us, no trees in sight. And now all of a sudden woods.
PT Sinclair is an octogenarian snake oil salesman. So you pretty much get the whole vibe there.
I don't want to be rude here. I really don't. I love the members of our group as much as, probably anybody else. But at this point, I worked really hard to get those two stories in the paper in there for what feels like several weeks now. Granted, I know it's only been a few hours. So, if this is the way this is going to go, I mean, sometimes our ships just have to sail. Conrad's going to quickly look for the portal back.
Conrad Hearty is a rotund Midwesterner, by the way. When you turn around to look at the portal, you see it do like the.
Little Petey Jurgensen is shocked and terrified to complete paralysis.
Conrad is going to take advantage of this moment and grab him by what I imagine are smallish overalls in one hand.
Kill me! Oh my God! You're gonna kill me! Please don't kill me! I have a family.
He's gonna push his head so he closes his mouth. Okay, well, first of all, not a great first thing. What we usually say to greet one another is hello. Hello, my name is Conrad Hearty, and you are releases. Well, PPPPD, it's a pleasure to meet you. Don't Kill You is a very strange last name, but I assume it's local. So we were following a little one of your people called Tumble Tamby.
Hey,
Petey, you did see him pop out the portal and run past you. And gnomes can teleport. You know this.
Did you
As
say,
a gnome,
Gnomes
you
can
know
tell
that
each
you
other
can,
apart.
you and your kind can teleport.
my dear friends, this is not this poor creature's name is not PT. It is this creature is scared, and they saw me and knew who I was and just said my name out of fear.
Roll for fame. So he has a fame roll, so whatever success he gets on that is whether you do or do not recognize him as a
Great
famous.
to have him as the fish out of water, so we can just explain every
So you do not
gimmick in the
recognize
show.
who he is.
I do not recognize.
You do not know who he is.
Oh, you're gonna take my name? You're gonna take my skin?
No. Everything's going to be fine.
Oh, let's not be making too many promises.
Small creature. We'll get your real name soon, but as you know, my name is the world famous P.T. Sinclair. We'll get you home. We'll get you where you need to be.
Don't
I
come to my
suppose.
home. Don't come to my home.
Above.
I saw a gnome. You looking for a gnome? I saw a gnome.
Oh yeah, where'd he go?
He ran right past after he screamed through, blood in his hands from nowhere.
Yeah, I know.
It's the worst day of my life.
He scared us too, and we want to make sure he doesn't scare anybody else ever again. So if you just tell him where he is, we'll make him go away.
For the record, he ran in the direction of your little gnome village.
He's going to kill my family.
Well, not if we have anything to do about it.
That piece of shit person who stabbed that guy in the neck, they're gonna kill your family? I gotta be honest.
Walking here and picking my mushrooms, and then so much blood and so much noise, and now you're grabbing me.
Conrad's still
Okay.
holding it, right?
Yeah, just with one hand,
Yeah.
it's like a foot tall, right?
Yeah, they're not tall. Yeah.
3
Yeah,
feet, but
okay.
yeah.
I gotta be honest with you. I got in a tussle with that piece of shit before when we were upstairs in the building, and they mean business. That much I can tell you. But for whatever reason, I was holding my I wasn't just gonna blast him away with this shotgun. I was going to oh, God. I wasn't gonna blast him away.
If you just let me go, I'll take you to the direction he went. Oh, please just let me go.
Of course, we'll absolutely let you go.
I would love for you to take me to this creature that we were with before, because I was pulling punches before, and I'm done pulling punches. I have watched it fully commit murder. It has kidnapped 2 of the people that I know. And apparently they're going to murder your whole family. So I'm down to actually kill this thing.
I just assume I am in grave danger. I don't know where he's going, but he ran off in the direction of my village.
Can I offer you something that might help?
No, you can't. And I put a hand on PT's shoulder and go,
sell
just point us in the
marvelous.
direction and we will go that way.
I sell, as you know,
I don't want to
world-famous
inconvenience
elixirs
this man.
that are a cure-all for all ailments.
I am walking
Anxiety.
past PT
It has
Sinclair.
had very good effects on anxious patients. So here, take this, and
He hands you a little vial of like.
Which for you is a very large glass.
You have to. You kind of like hold it with both hands. It's like.
What are you gonna do to me?
I turn around and I go, don't drink that.
You take that in your own time. Take a little sip of it before bed. It makes it last longer, and it really has some nice overnight effects also.
Conrad's gonna put
He
Petey on the ground.
Petey throws the vial right in Conrad's face and sprints off into the woods.
What?
I'm gonna try to catch that vial.
Yes, he's gonna do. I don't know how you do it. What? Let me roll a real fast decide on what a gnome's throwing
Throw
skill
is?
Okay. He misses wide with the
Conrad dives for it.
Do your dodge roll to be able to like swiftly like grab it out of the air. You miss grabbing it and it smashes on the ground.
Oh well, shocks. So I guess we're gonna go to follow the Lollipop Guild there and head on over to Gnome Town, the Gnome Home.
He was yeah, let's just go on the road and see.
By
the way, does Chumble, like, our friends are with like, he has Remy and Scoop, right?
Yes.
Okay. Then yeah, I'm going towards the town.
Yeah.
Is our new gnome friend leading the way, or did he just point?
I
you
thought he
right
ran
there?
into
My
the.
Ran
gnome
into the
friends
woods.
Sprinted into
Sprinted.
the
We
woods
left.
as fast as possible.
Yeah.
Everything
like-
you said was scarier
Terrible.
than the last thing that you said.
So scary.
The comforting things were way scarier than the threats.
Okay, so I guess we lost Corn Pop there, and we're just gonna like go straight on through.
Yes, it is like a nice like. You're initially just going through the woods, but if you follow the direction that he's going, you very quickly find like a nice little ornate like cleared path with like little stones along the side, and like
Yellow bricked.
Hey,
Stop.
no
cool it, man.
normal stones. It's like
Normal
stone,
brick road.
stone line.
Follow the normal brick road.
Follow the cobblestone road.
Yeah, and if you just follow that for a little while, it doesn't take too long before you reach a little. What is it? Clearly like a little Smurf type village. It's like all the classic little gnome houses, and like the entrance to it has the little like wooden sign that says the name of the town, which is
Junksville.
see
Jugsville.
Junksville.
Jugsville.
Junk?
Like
Junk.
So it's Junksville.
Junksville.
And when I said cute little,
I wish it
gnome
was
houses,
Jugsville.
They are made out of recycled trash. They are not like well constructed. It does remind you of like a little miniature version of Sinister Village.
I was gonna say it's just
Uh-huh.
Sinister Village.
But it's not so like chaotic and haphazard. It is like they clearly collected trash and they know how to like recycle it and work it into like cute little junk houses.
okay.
So Junksville is like a cute little. You can see like
It's an
like
artisan town.
yeah. There's like gnomes walking around with like little wrenches hanging out of their pockets. Lots of overalls.
They're working class, but they
It is
make
like a
it
little
work.
like steampunk little gnome village.
We missed a
Rad.
follow before. Starless Skies, thank you so much for the
Thank you
follow.
very
much.
Appreciate you. Thanks for
Mwah.
hanging out.
So yes.
Okay, so are we at this village? Or
Yes, you're at
okay.
Junks Village. You are like they're all
Junksville.
Junksville. They are one-story buildings, so you do like are kind of like looking over the whole town. Not like complete like Godzilla monsters, but it is like
I immediately feel like a Godzilla monster.
as if somebody built a very large Lego city.
Oh my god.
It's still like yes.
If there is someone on the road, if there's someone on the path in front of me, I'm going to kneel down and say, "Excuse me, hello."
Who is this? This is another gnome.
It's Sheriff Moisenberg.
Sheriff Moisenberg. He has like he's got the full little like sheriff. He's got like the white hat and the sheriff little outfit. And his boots are like too big for him, so that just like proportionally they go higher up his leg than.
Oh, rad!
Just a pair of kinky boots on him.
Yeah, I was gonna say like.
Hello.
Hello.
Officer? Is that the proper?
Sheriff to you.
Wow.
You
Hi.
are
Hello,
surprised
Sheriff.
with the depth of his voice.
How are you? Sheriff, hello. My name is Robin, and these are my friends, Conrad and PT. I'm going to put a hand
Hello
out
there.
to shake.
The world famous PT Sinclair. My reputation precedes me, I'm sure.
Everybody like continuing to look at him. You see that he is like he must be very old because he looks older than any of the other gnomes you've seen so far. He's got like the deep wrinkles and like a white beard.
Okay.
And you can't help but notice the little holster that he has on the side of his body that has like a handgun and a revolver.
So,
And we
hey,
would wonder-
officer, can I make you an offer, sir? That we saw, well, or at least we were told of from one of your residents, Mr. Petey, little Petey Nugent, that
Jurgensen.
Jurgensen, thank you, Robin. That one Chamble Tambry came through this town carrying Chumble Tamby came through this town with two of our compatriots against their will. So I believe you have yourselves a kidnapping, and we would happily take this kidnapper off your hands for you.
So, I'm to assume y'all are the ghouls in the forest that spooked poor old little Petey out of his wits.
I mean, he seems a bit like a nervous fellow. You
Also,
know,
that
I don't
traveled
think it's
so
too
fast.
hard.
I was gonna
for
say
him.
word travels very fast.
He
in this town.
teleported. Robin
Why the
points to
sheriff
PT
was
and goes,
waiting.
the whole teleport thing. The whole, remember, they can all do.
The sheriff
God.
was waiting at the front of the town because he knew there was trouble coming.
Okay, that's fair. That was
I'm
a
sorry,
misunderstanding.
Yeah, I also like, you know, so you all haven't seen the bloodied gnome with two full-sized, or excuse me, large-sized people through your town. You're aware of our presence, but that one, officer, and I don't mean to criticize the way you keep law in this town, that one, you know, the clear crime is the one that escaped your notice.
Maybe I have, maybe I haven't.
I feel like
I
that
need a
ambiguity is a
compelling
frightening
reason.
thing in an officer of the law.
You need a compelling reason.
Is somebody
I'm more than an officer of the law here.
Is somebody going to try to roll to convince him?
Officer,
Oh.
is there?
If
is
you could
there
maybe
anything-
charm me.
Is there anything that we can do? Is there anything that we can be of service for to help you help us?
We don't take too kindly to violent strangers here.
No
I'm sorry.
violence. No
we have
violence here. We're
one
just
example
trying
of
to bring
violence?
back the denizens of our world from your world. We would like to get the people who don't belong here out of here, including ourselves. In fact, I'm tempted to go back the way I came, even though I'm
Right
not
now,
quite
if you
sure
can.
that I would be able to get home without some help from a portal of some sort.
We are willing to leave at this exact moment, if you so kindly provide us a way back where we came from.
How about
I
you
would-
tell me.
I would love to roll also if I could.
Yes. Do you want to roll like a charm?
I would love to roll charm.
Perfect. So you do find his plea charming, and you do want to give whatever information that you have on the way that they went.
Let
which
me
is-
just get this straight. This Chomble Twamby, he's wronged you in some way. He's wronged my town.
Oh, almost definitely.
In what way is that?
By
He's an
harboring
interloper.
two kidnappees through your fine borders. quite literally trafficking humans.
Now you're aware that there is a tree house filled with criminal gnomes, which is probably where they've gone.
What?
Listen, you seem like 4 rough and tumble, spooky-ooky, dangerous types.
4?
I'm
Yeah, 4.
3.
3.
Shit.
Sorry, like it's one of those things. Like, is there a person I don't know is here?
Am I
I swear
blacking
to
out
God.
here? Yeah, look.
I am very, very drunk.
That explains the voice. That makes more sense now. I understand.
I was gonna say it was a little gravelly. I wasn't. It doesn't seem like a sustainable.
shooting all that whiskey. Yeah.
Real
Yeah.
Sam Elliott vibe.
I'll tell you what. I'll make you a deal.
I'm all
I
about a
know.
deal. I'm a salesman, as you know.
I don't like repeating myself, boy.
And why would you?
I'll make you a deal. I might know where your Mr. Chumble Twambles went. I know of a treehouse, giving us a lot of trouble over the past couple of years. All sorts of unruly folk like yourself, in and out there. You go there, you clear that place out.
Oh man.
You see if Mr. Timbles is there. And I'll let you leave this town with whatever you need.
Okay.
What a
All right.
perfectly reasonable deal.
It
And I'm
sounds like the police want us to get rid of all the poor people from their town, which is an interesting.
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna put my hand out.
We are a town that loves unions, social services. I've even invested.
Just
in
real
community.
quick backpedal.
I'm sorry. You scare one of my citizens half to death. Come in with no knowledge of our socio-political status. We are a commonwealth unto ourselves with some of the most robust community services in the whole area. I have one
Magical
little problem.
municipal services aside,
PT, you seem to have mistakenly attributed the criminals in this town with an inability to achieve in any socioeconomic way. They are simply just evil here, apparently.
Well,
they are just
see,
simply bad
great.
people.
Robert,
Great.
if when you've been around the block as many times as I have, you see that the people in power often think that poor people are criminals, even though that's really not the case.
Oh. I know your type. You're gonna come to a culture not your own. Your values on our side. We're doing just fine without the likes of you, world famous Mr. Whatever.
I like that name better than this.
He lets you know that the treehouse is filled with soldiers from the previous militant regime.
So how do you feel about that?
I only have 2 questions.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't take care of my poor here. Though. Trying to clear out a general fascist. Do we have a deal or not?
I only have 2 questions for you, sir. The first of which is, do you have any matches? And the second question is, are they of my size?
They are also gnomes.
Matches?
The matches.
Matches. Like to burn down that
so
tree.
if he has matches, they would be gnome sized. Everything is gnome here. This is full gnome.
Little
It would
matches.
be tiny little baby
okay.
matches.
I didn't think I need to say this, but please don't burn down buildings in my town.
Tree
You
seems
know,
to be
do
full
I
of.
You
need to
said
find
clear
someone
it
else
out.
to do this
You know,
little
you've got a
question?
hive
Should
in
I
a tree.
find-
There's only one thing to do. You fill that sucker with kerosene and you light it up.
This is a town made of recycled parts, including lots of paper and cardboard and wood.
Well, I'll make sure to huff and puff that fire in the other direction so I don't blow your house down.
You know what? We got it covered. It's gonna be fine.
Yes.
We're just
You do
gonna
not
when we have our
instill
two
confidence.
human compatriots, we're just gonna want to leave and potentially make sure there's someone where we're at to use a machine that gnomes can use. But that's a whole. We'll get to that when we get there. For now, yes, we have a deal.
Okay. I share the direction of the treehouse.
Yeah, it is like on the edge of town, like a little bit outside of like the main town. There is like a giant redwood tree that has been hollowed out.
but like actually
Is-
big, not
Is
giant.
the
but
redwood gnome sized, or is it
No,
like
it's like a
how the
full ass.
keys
real
always
redwood.
You'll
live
be
in a
able to
real
fit
ass
like
tree?
it's like a. He explains that it is like a full real sized building made out of the inside of a particularly large magic tree.
Okay,
Yeah, let's go to the tree.
we're gonna go to the.
I am very overwhelmed by everything going on, but I'm also charmed by the look of this entire place. So
It's very
let's
kitschy.
go.
Yeah, we only have a few hours until sunup, and we need to get those papers out. We've worked hard on that, so let's go ahead and get our compatriots, and let's make like that tree and get out of here.
And we specifically need a gnome to make the paper happen.
That is true.
Yes. So is everybody heading to the tree and not doing anything else in town?
Yes.
Yeah, I guess I'll have a look
Anything we have to
around
buy
the
there is
town.
going to be gnome size, and I'm not dealing
Yeah,
with
I'm not
going to
buy a new
so no.
suit, from the Lilliputians here.
As you're walking through town, you do notice that they have everything, like all the normal shops and such. It is, once again, all miniature size. If you want
All the normal shops?
All
all the normal
the
shops.
normal shops.
Gun shop?
Maybe
Gun
so I
shop
would
is what
say-
he's
gun
asking
shop.
for.
Tiny.
No. So I was gonna say
It
there's
is
nothing
tiny.
there's nothing violent or pornographic of any kind. This is like actually looks like a
all those normal violent pornographic shops you're aware
Okay.
of.
Just
Okay,
above,
all right.
above the table.
above table.
How many times have you had to say that to them?
Almost
To be
every
fair,
time.
they've never gone to anything pornographic.
Not pornographic.
Yes,
No,
I
no.
want to be clear that this is like it is only nice shops. There's nothing like scuzzy anywhere. It is all
Little
like a
town. It's a
utopia.
quiet village.
And everybody walks around
Yeah.
like looking very happy and such.
Is there a farm
Ceramics,
supply store?
House decorations.
Yeah,
Like
definitely.
a
farm
And
supply.
Taylor Loft.
I'd like to go to a farm supply store, please.
They also have some specialty stores like like a mushroom specific store, right?
Excellent.
Like a mushroom market.
At the farm store, I would like to buy 6 sides, a
You-
good amount of whatever rich fertilizer that they have,
You get
a
to
length
the farm.
of rope, and a clay pot.
You get to the farm store and you see that the person working there is Petey.
Lil Petey.
Fuck me.
In his farm outfit. He's going. He uses a cell phone.
Please make sure you didn't actually just dial 911 right now. So, okay, I think we got off on the wrong foot here.
Yeah, his phone, by the way, is a cute little like seashell. that you
Fuck,
can see,
that's-
like,
Is
starts-
it a
starts,
really
like,
good.
candy bar phone?
No, it's like a little seashell, and like once he like picks it up, it starts like glowing, and like you can see that there's some sort of magic going on as he starts like speaking into it, and he's trying to do the.
Sheriff, the ghouls
Okay.
here.
Okay, we're the sheriff sent us. You just talk to the sheriff. You get our story straight here, and I'll just give you a moment there.
Sheriff, they're saying you said that they... What?
What?
Are you... stupid fucking person. He's gonna kill us all. They're gonna kill us. Bye. You want me a big... Come on. Okay. Say hi to your sister.
Are we?
Promise you're not gonna kill me and my family.
Oh my goodness! I would never dream of killing you or your family.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, no, we're not going to.
I'll offer
I
you some
will-
nice deals though.
We're buying from him.
Actually,
Well, we
okay,
can work
so-
out a little barter. There's no problem with that.
So before we begin the bartering process, I want to start a quick real transaction here with you. I would like to buy 6 sides.
Instantly insinuating that my bartering is not a real. It's fine. It's fine.
Oh, no,
I'm walking away.
Oh, Mr. Sinclair. Oh, don't.
Clearly,
be like
there's
that. I'm
nothing
sorry.
for me
I
here.
just meant that the exchange of some sort of money, for like a good for a service, or vice versa.
We do not take money in this town.
Even better, then I'll
we
take
are
it for
fully
free.
we are a fully barter and gift society.
Okay, what is it? My shoes, my firstborn. What do I need here?
Have
Stop.
I
What
I
have you
told
got?
you, Connor? Have I told you about my world famous elixirs that are worth varying amounts depending on where in the world you are.
Oh,
That's
cripes.
true.
They're
Oh,
more
cripes.
they are more
Is this a roll for
scarce the
fame?
further away from me you get.
Is it? Are you going for the roll for fame with? No, you already.
I already did it with him and I failed.
Really good.
Yeah. What?
Really good.
Let him roll again.
You don't. It can't be done. You already don't know who he. You didn't know who he was. That is.
I could have been in a panic and just not realized.
Even all that anxiety I had from almost being killed.
So what's happening here? What are we trying to get?
I am trying to get 6 scythes, 3 long pieces of rope, a heavy and rich fertilizer,
We
and
said
a clay
6
pot.
sides.
Sides.
Yeah, gnome
The
size.
circle.
Yeah.
And I am trying to
can
convince
I just ask?
this person that my elixirs are worth it enough to barter for those things.
Roll your snake oil forgery.
Well, I got good news and I got bad news. Good news is that I have a fuck ton of luck. Bad news is that this skill is not... Oh, it's actually pretty good.
I imagine. I mean, this is what we should be rolling whenever you're trying to sell it.
Hey, there we go.
So you do accept that his snake oil may be the real deal.
No, even though I was literally peeing my pants, that elixir did look nice. I just need to ask one thing. You're getting 6 ropes,
6 scythes,
6 sides,
3 lengths of rope,
3 lengths of rope,
1 large clay or terracotta pot,
1 large player terracotta.
and then lastly, some rich fertilizer.
It sounds like you're making like a bomb. Wet.
What do you mean?
What do those elixirs do? And can I have a little taste?
Oh, you threw the one. Yes. I think, well, here's the thing, my friend. My new lovely friend that I'm feeling closer with as time goes on. I'm not one for giving away free samples, and yet I have already given a free sample to you, and as a friend, as a new friend, you've squandered that. So I'm willing to barter with you for more, but I'm afraid I cannot give you another free sample.
Then I'm afraid I cannot give you your sides, rope, terracotta, and fertilizer.
Above table, Chris is like a notorious barterer.
Mr. Sinclair. Mr. Sinclair?
Yes, Robert?
Not even close that time. You've never called me Robert
Honor,
before.
if anything.
Would you kindly give the man an elixir? I will pay for his free sample.
Well, if you're paying for it, and I hand over another elixir.
When money is passed between players, you cannot use the cash on hand because that would generate free money. You have to give him actual cash of yours.
Son of a bitch.
Simply just create
Yeah.
perpetual.
How much?
I give $5,
$4,000.
which is $50.
I cannot believe you got $5 off of it. Okay,
That's more than double my
Yeah.
spending limit.
so you get the elixir.
Fucking guy. Stop with this sick pervert.
Okay, you can have your bomb making materials.
Oh, thank you. Again, not a bomb, but I appreciate that.
Robin, what are you doing through this whole encounter?
Having a smoke, and I'm gonna be, you know what? At the part where PT started going blah 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 as PT refused to stop talking, I walked outside and I'm going to get a lay of the village a little bit. If you just... but I'm gonna wait outside. I'm not dealing with these fucking guys.
So you're scanning the village right now.
Yeah.
A man approaches you. By a man, I mean a gnome.
Yeah.
Of course. It's a
Hi.
gnome in a trench coat who wants to sell you something.
Is it a watch?
I'm gonna kneel
what about
down
a
and
watch?
say, what have you got?
What do you got?
You're those ghouls that are going to.
Remember, you have to speak up to get to this microphone.
Cannot hear a word.
You're those ghouls that are going.
You got to back up because we got to hear the other.
You gotta
microphone,
be
too.
in front of the mic and speak loud enough for this mic to pick you up.
You're those ghouls that are about to go take out our neo-fascists, right?
Oh, they're neo-fascists? Great, even better.
Are they at this point neo-fascists, or would they just be fascists?
They're just fascists.
There is a temporary fascist regime that took over through force and has been. I'm not.
I was
going to
say, in their culture, in what happened in their history, there's totally could have been fascists, and then this is the neo-fascist regime.
Listen. I can spend all night telling you about the socio-political history of our or I can
Robin
help
perks
you.
up at the thought of that, and then goes to the or. It's like, oh, okay, sorry.
I can help you with some equipment to take on the heavily armed fascist militia that seized our town.
Chris is gonna get us killed. Just by willing things into existence.
I opened my trench coat.
I promise you, they were normal gnome villains until we started getting economic with it, and now they're full-blown militia. So it is not him.
I open up my coat, and there's an array of knives, explosive devices, and art. Do you have arquebuses? Arquebi?
What is that?
The big gnomish like
a blunder,
sort of thing, like a blunderbuss.
Yeah, it's like a blunderbuss, but I think
the
it's
thing the
smaller, right?
Thunderer has.
It's like
He has
Yeah.
one of those. There are like several sticks of tiny dynamite and all sorts of like blades and things like that.
Tiny
and then,
mite.
Yeah, maybe
Sorry,
like
tiny
one
mite?
of the little handguns to match like the one that the sheriff had.
Is that usable by me?
When you look at it, it looks like a full like working revolver. It's just not like hold in your hand. It's like a little like you might need to like.
It's a pea shooter.
Yeah, but it's small
Okay.
enough you might have to hold the handle with one hand and like shove your finger in to get it to go. They're pretty.
Okay.
It's pretty small. It's like
Okay.
smaller than like a tiny gun.
Sorry, our stream is starting back up. It
Oh.
cut out for some reason.
Oops.
Oh, how long?
We missed the entire socio-political
No.
discussion of the fascist, neo-fascist regimes of the gnome country.
Not long at all.
How the fundamental structure of the gnome countryside forced a neo-fascist coup after the previous fascist regime had been toppled by rebellious forces. Did we miss all this?
No, we didn't.
Okay, good. I'm gonna say, you know what? Give me a couple of those sticks of tiny dynamite.
Are we back, John?
We are still reconnecting. I don't know what to do about it.
It's my fault.
I don't think
It's not
there's
your. It's
anything I can
100% not your fault.
It's my fault.
do.
Can't stress enough how much it's not
Are
your
we
fault.
back?
Ah!
Was that the we're back noise?
Yes, we're good. We're back.
Oh,
We're
we're
good? We're back?
back.
Yes, we're back.
Cool.
Anyway.
I will pick up with what is in the trench coat, which is one of
Black
those
market gnome.
the tiny blunderbusses, of which there seems to be a name for. There is one tiny revolver. It's smaller than a small human gun. There are a few sticks of tiny dynamite.
Tiny
and,
mite.
like
Sorry, tiny mite.
a bunch of
Nice.
fucking
Assorted
blades.
blades.
Like, they're all assorted blades. They're gonna be mostly like switchblade size. There might be one that is like actual like butcher knife size that is like supposed to be like a full sword. You know.
Okay. Oh God. Okay. I'm gonna say.
And by the way, he is fully nude except for that.
Oh, Jesus.
Just one watch on his cock. Also for sale.
I'll. You know what? Give me some of the tiny dynamite.
Okay.
I'm still not hearing it.
Go, and you know what? And I'm gonna pull out like. Thank you. And I'm gonna pull out like 3 cigarettes and be like, "Does this work?"
Nice.
Feel like you can get something good out of this at least.
So these are like
3 human-sized cigarettes,
Yeah.
so they're
The
like.
size of like,
they're like
timbers.
They're like
Exactly.
stogies for like they're cigars and for gnomes. You know.
Oh, these are foreign made.
Yes, they are very foreign. And what would you want for the arc thing? The blunderbuss thing.
How about this? I'll give it to you. And you remember the name Sherman
Williams.
Will.
Stop.
Immediate. I went for it.
Fucking idiots.
Sherman Clerman.
I'm sorry.
You know
what?
that when I come a calling, you answer.
Is it Sherman Kerman?
Sherman
Clerman.
Kerman?
Sherman
Clerman.
Clerman. Remember the name.
It's Sherman Clerman.
Clerman.
I'll give you this in exchange for a future gift of yours.
You feel the weight of the exchange as he's handing the object to you.
I feel the weight of the exchange.
You feel the gravity of the situation.
I reach my hand out and then realize that I have multiple cursed objects on my back already and go, you know what? Maybe no. Well, I'm gonna stick with the dynamite. Forget it. I don't want this. Actually, I don't. You know what? I don't want this. I'm not entering this deal with you, Sherman. Okay, forget it. We did our transaction. Thank you. Goodbye. I'm done. And I start to walk away, even though my friends are not here yet.
Sherman takes a rock, throws it into the air, whips out the arquebus, shoots it to the side, and the rock gets hit by the bullet.
What?
You see that he had clearly not aimed the gun at the rock, and it somehow still got shot by the
Robin takes a deep breath.
You hear your cursed sword, who hasn't spoken up in a while. You're like, do it.
No, I turn. You can Sherman can very see that I'm turning to my back and going, stop. Okay? Enough out of you. Look, that was very impressive what you just did, but as you can see, I'm not exactly... I've got a lot on my mind already, and I'd rather not have you weighing over it as well with your favor of a gift or something, okay?
I'm just a man who wants to do right by his town. Find the people.
Hey, how about this? There's going to be a big portly guy who's coming out of that door in like maybe 5 seconds. I don't even know how soon it'll be. He'll probably want it. And
Conrad's
he's probably
walking
willing to
out
trade
right
that.
now.
So
Yeah, speaking of which, let's cut over to the two people. Are you both walking out of the farmer's market?
Yes.
Not farmer's market, but market that belongs to a farmer.
to a farmer.
Yeah.
I
would-
farmers market farmers.
Yes.
I would love to, on my way out, I would love to turn to Petey and say, any stores or pop-up shops or kiosks or anything that sell like tinctures? Stuff like I do, like little vials of like potions or elixirs or any like health potions or something like that.
Are you asking Sherman?
I'm asking Petey on my way out of his
Petey.
shop.
Oh, there definitely is like a natural remedies store in the town.
Sick.
Look, yeah, there is this store that's owned by the most famous man in the realm.
Oh.
MS Shinkman.
Thompson.
MS what? Chinky?
The Shinkman.
Whoa!
Shinkman?
The world famous MS Shinkman.
That's interesting. That's
Very
kind
nervous
of
for that for a second.
it's a pretty clunky sort of whole phrase there, but it's fine. Sure.
you must
Where can
know
I
him.
where can I
He's
find
no
this
fan.
blink?
I'm rolling for fame. I set a number in my head. Oh,
Fumble,
not a damn
baby.
thing.
That's a 100.
Fumble.
Bad. No one knows this fool. PT forever.
Not even real.
Petey
Not even
forgot who
real.
it was as he was saying it. He was like, wait, I don't know who the fuck this guy is.
I don't. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what a fumble does to somebody's reputation.
Doesn't exist. Literally doesn't exist.
We cut to a close-up in their shop, and then they just poof away because they're gone completely.
He fades from existence.
He
He just
Thanos
gets like
snapped
Thanos
out.
snap. Exactly. Just
You see, I mean, we do cut to
Pixelates.
his shop, and you see like him like looking at like his accolades of like his framed newspaper articles about him, and you see them start to like to change into normal articles.
Oh,
He looks visually
Like Back to the
distressed,
Future photo
Yeah,
where it
yeah.
just all fades.
and he looks visually distressed.
Nothing. It's only right.
We.
Where can I
guess he accepts
find-
this fate.
Where can I find this this
You have
this
forgotten the
storefront or?
I've forgotten the name.
It's just down the street there.
All right, great, thanks. Bye.
Please don't kill me. Bye.
So Conrad is going to be walking out, sees Rob, and goes towards him with all the stuff. that he got.
In fact, here he is.
Oh, hello there, Mr. Renard.
This is Sherman Clerman. He sells the stuff you want. And he's got his... Oh,
Boy,
I
howdy.
try to warn as the jacket is opening that he
Oh,
doesn't
you just
wear
got
clothes.
the tackle and bait there, don't you? Okay.
Given we're moving a little bit quickly, I want to be clear that nudity is not an issue amongst the gnomish culture, but you do see his full
We
winky.
we have an...
The full winky
Among
is out.
prudish 1930-odd
Yes.
something America, yes, there is an issue with this.
Well, I was going to say nice to meet you, but I'm only shaking your hand. So,
Jesus Christ.
oh, what do you have for sale there, sport? And Conrad's going to like hold his littlest finger right in front, like in his vision to
Yeah.
block out.
Wow. You have a lot to say about us and our culture. Wow.
PT walks out of the store and sees this,
I want
and
to hear all of it. I want to hear the entire political history of the Gnomish people and you.
I
If
would
this
love...
is the way that you treat, people coming in for the first time, not exactly a welcome guest here, am I?
I look at Sherman and I go, offer him the thing. Come on.
The gnomish people are notoriously isolationist, by the way.
No wonder that they had a fascist fucking regime. Are we sure that this isn't just gonna? Are we really stopping
in the
anything? Are we
fascist
just
regime
allowing
right now?
a neoliberal regime to come in?
Is the tree full of actual capital?
Would you like any of my wares that are perfectly made for killing fascists?
Oh, when you put it like that, yeah, I'd like your very largest one.
Take out the blunderbuss.
Yep.
And this
Can I
one,
shoot it with one hand if it's so big?
So it's very big for a gnome. It is like the size of one of those like fancy like Revolutionary War like handguns,
Like a
For you.
flintlock?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
one of those nice long ones, right? Because it is like
Yeah.
full. So you
Yeah.
can. It's like a one hand gun for you.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Absolutely. Name your price there, sir.
oh, this one you can take. I just want you to remember my
Yeah.
name.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Something scary. Whatever you want. Sure.
But it,
Yeah,
so I'm
whatever,
gonna-
whatever it is, like, what are you gonna? My firstborn, my shoes, again, like, I've gone through the whole mill here.
I take out a piece of paper and I write down Sherman Clerman and I fold the piece of paper and I put it in Conrad's breast pocket. I go, see, he's got it right here. He's gonna know all about your name. He's gonna totally remember it.
Oh
Sherman
wow!
Clerman.
It's one of these cultures. That fascinating. I've only encountered this situation a few times before.
Forgive my unfortunate, out of touch, aged friend here. But yeah, sure. Whatever. What is it that I need to do for you?
just something.
Hey, we just
Are
got
you
a
sure?
nice. Sorry, we just got a nice little raid from Yazov. Thank you, Yazov.
No,
Hey,
thank you.
Yazov.
Really appreciate it.
Welcome to Outlaws and Old Ones. Join in.
Sorry.
Throw some suggestions into chat if you want something to pop up in our TTRPG game here.
We're discussing the
Yes.
multifaceted regime of fascists and neo-fascists that have invaded the gnome society.
Well,
that we...
it's just neo-fascist now.
Sorry, it's just neo-fascists now.
Yes, all
Okay.
all requests are always canon, pretty much. Eventually.
So yeah, in order to get that nice little blunder boozy there, all I gotta do is something for you later.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, that sounds fine to me, sport.
I like the cut of your jib.
You know what? I like the cut of your jib as well.
It's not cut. It's
The more you call it out.
Sorry, his cock's out for people just
I'm
joining.
so
He's
sorry.
a salesman with his trench coat open.
We have different traditions and a different outlook on our bodies.
No,
We
it's
are
okay.
Free
It's okay.
love, free with our bodies, open with our society.
And your jackets. But yeah, I gotcha. Yep.
Open with your society, huh?
I get it.
I
we
was
did
under the
business.
impression that you were
We're
all
fine.
you
No
were all
problems with it.
isolationist.
I'm not going to yuck anybody's yums here, okay? No problem.
So we have a sexually expressive isolationist recovering into like a socialistic regime from a fascist regime in a town made of recycled materials. Just want to make sure I'm getting the lay.
And that's
Pendulum.
all improvised, just in case you were keeping tabs.
Yeah.
Post Civil War. Don't worry, I'll send you guys the.
There's definitely
the
Civil
history
War.
book.
Yeah,
I'm going to
send us
reach out a
the war
hand
sheet.
to. I'm going to reach out a hand to
Conrad
Sherman
puts
and just be like, "Thank you very much." Yes.
Conrad puts his finger out or his hand, whatever, like the gnome is big enough to grab, and like shakes on. Yeah, okay, whatever deal here, pal. Yeah, absolutely. That's okay.
Mwah.
Okay. You too. Mwah. Okay. And just like Conrad does the kiss his finger and like circles in.
Yes, and yeah,
Okay.
Yazov. For
Just
everybody's information, Yazov is keeping tabs, and we are going to be audited soon for all this information. So make sure that we
Perfect.
cannot mess up the social political structure.
There will
of
be a
the
quiz
society.
later.
Yes, we need to be consistent.
All right.
But so far we're good. So
Go to the
are you
tree.
on your way now to clear out the magic treehouse full
Not
of
quite.
the militants of the previous regime?
Before we do that, Conrad's going to put that little blunderbuss into his pocket, and he's going to take the 6 scythes that he bought. He's going to wrap 3 scythes between each of his 4 fingers on
Jesus
both
Christ.
hands, wrap it with the
Wolverine.
2 lengths of rope, fill all of that gnomish fertilizer into the terracotta pot or jar or whatever, and then put the 3rd length of rope in that. Put that into the opposite pocket from the blunderbuss and yeah, now he's ready to go with his 2 sets of scythe claws. Can I get stats on the scythe claws?
Yes, I will start to look them up. So we have them right
Rapid.
Look up Wolverine scythe claws.
Look up.
There's something similar
or
in here.
There's gotta be.
Should if
Sorry,
it's not under
Wolverine-esque scythe claws. Is that in the Pulp
Yeah.
Cthulhu
If it's-
book?
I'll check
if
the
it's not
That showed
listed
in
under
Pulp,
scythe
not 7th
or
edition.
claws, it might be under awesome. It might
Might be a super sick, cool weapon that gets killed in 1 hit.
Yazov, thank you so much for the follow. Thank you for the
Oh,
raid.
thank
We
you,
really
Yazov.
you.
I'm so glad
Very
we've
much
been able to
appreciate
charm you in this fucking
Come
time we've
take
had.
advantage of your position. Put in some suggestions.
Yeah,
will make
we've
it
had-
happen to them.
Also, Robin is going to like look at this suit up sequence and just while looking at Conrad, just like mouth over to PT Sinclair, just like that. He's definitely making a bomb. He's 100% a bomb.
He's 100%
There's no way it's not
making a bomb. Look, Robert, I'm 85 years old, as you know. I've been around for a long time.
Yes.
I know what makes bombs, and that fool's making a bomb.
Little Petey looks out the window of his shop. Says, I knew he was making a damn.
Son of a God damn.
I do have the sickle stats ready. I will not read them out right now, but I will as needed.
Nice.
I go.
By the way, you do not get 6 times what the sickle stats are.
No. I imagine it was just 1 sickle with my fighting brawl because it's on my fists.
I do.
Yeah, it's like sickle damage with fighting brawl.
I also open up my pack of cigarettes and I point out the 6 sticks of tiny dynamite I got. I go, and just in case his pot does not work, I do have, and I kind of pull up one of them. We have some, thing to spark up the party. I don't know. I'm not.
Make sure
I have
you
bomb.
flip,
I have
make sure-
explosives as well. I have explosives.
Make sure you flip a lucky there, Mr. Renard. You don't want anything going before it's time.
It takes so long for me to open and light my lighter that I would be keenly aware of what was in my mouth at the time. Because I have to do this.
I had not realized that you put the tiny sticks of dynamite into your cigarette.
Absolutely.
I love that.
Because I can fit the...
Yes. So what is the plan now? Where's everybody going?
We're going to the
To
treehouse.
the tree.
To the treehouse.
We're
Okay.
off to see the fascist.
The treehouse
wonderful
full
fascist
of old
Fascist.
militia
gnome,
men
the gnome,
Old guard
from
fascist.
an old
Fascist
fascist
gnomes.
regime.
No.
Oh, sorry.
This is like akin to like the I shouldn't.
This is gonna be really
particular
bad.
Country.
Let's
in
not
a
do that
particular
then.
country.
Don't
Let's
go-
not do that. This is like there was a fascist regime that
Uh-huh.
took over. The
Uh-huh.
populace kicked them out after like a decade or so of strife. They rebuilt their society in an open sharing gift economy, and a small group of young people
Mm-hmm.
pendulumed, read the old
The
books,
manifestos. And...
manifestos, and want to go back to the ways of unfettered capitalism and ethnocentrism.
Yeah, so they
Germans?
They
Is
just
it like-
momentarily took over the government and installed their own militant form, but they were quickly kicked out by like since it's a lot more people who are not neo-fascists, and they've now are hiding
We're
out.
losing
in this
audience
magic
by the
tree
We
house
know-
where it is.
Truckload
We
right now.
know so much more about this weird gnomish culture than we have learned about
Auroraboro.
the town of Auroraboro that we have been in for the last
And-
full year in human times.
I'm assuming Mr. Clerman gave them the sort of context here.
They're
Give him a
getting-
brief
they're-
history, yeah.
They're getting some of it through the gnomish people. Some of it is just for the audience, so that you know the rich history and culture that we're doing.
we're
junk
walking.
film. Of
We're
junk
walking to the treehouse,
Of
and
junk
I
film,
turn
yes.
to Robin and I go, Robert. So just to be clear, I'm
we were
very
going by
very
Robin now.
overwhelmed. Like it's a lot of sensory overload for someone my age. There's just a lot of things going on. I was in the woods, and now I'm in a tiny recycled gnomish town, and I've never seen a gnome before. Like today,
Yeah.
So I just want to make sure we're clear. We're not worried about the sort of power structures or political structures of this town. We're just going to get our friends, right? Like I really don't have to worry about who we are, like what regimes we are helping or hurting in this society. Like I would really love to go into this not giving a shit what power structures we are helping or hurting.
We have been given a blanket task that would allow us our ability to escape and return to our normal lives. Fine, we're doing it. I don't care. I mean, this is Tombstone. This is 1911 all over again. We couldn't give less of a shit. We just want the reward from the task, okay?
Perfect.
Don't care what happened. No, could not care less.
Perfect. Love it. I'm with you 100%.
Mercenaries.
It feels a little yucky, but honestly, and even considering how kind of
I mean,
shitty...
we seem to be on the right side of this, but for
Yeah.
now, I'm not going to question any potential nuance between the two things. We're simply going to beat the piss out of any gnome that's in front of us until they give us Remy and Scoop, okay?
Spectacular. Let's go for it. 100%. And I pull out my shotgun and I cock it.
Yeah. Imagine just like
Sinclair
very
loves
Nick
gnome
Frosty,
fascists.
like fucking right.
Yeah, like, shame. Just
When so
Dang.
y'all go to the magic tree house, right?
Yeah,
didn't
we're gonna
realize it was
find
magic. Okay, yeah, sure.
those
Right.
feebler elves, the ones who are definitely gonna get their asses kicked.
Yeah, I assume that you like.
Legally distinct,
Thank
sir.
I assume you like start approaching and like don't just pop out into the open from the trees, try to get a look at it.
Yeah,
No,
we're
no,
going to
no.
see what's
Yeah.
going
Conrad,
on.
Conrad, unless you all forgot, still has a chainsaw. So
Oh my
Conrad
God.
How can he hold it with his Wolverine
Shame
claws?
that's why I tied them to my hands so that I could use other things. I got 3 pieces of rope for this exact
To
thing.
break
So
off
just-
all of the wood.
Remember, they're small sickles, so it like makes more sense.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, that does make more sense.
Yeah, Conrad's just walking right up to this tree. Like,
Okay, well, so as you're stepping out into the clearing in front of the tree, you see that they have like a tiny Gatling gun set up in front of the tree, and there are like 2. Okay, he's ready to go. So there's one little gnome guard sitting out there, already holding the Gatling gun, and then there's like 2 on either side of the front door to the magic tree house.
I'm sorry there, sport. You're gonna have to speak up.
I said halt!
What?
Oh,
What? Why are
You
we?
said
What? Why are we halting? What are we halting for? Who are you?
Who are you? You're not high voices!
I'm glad you noticed
He kinda
that I
is.
am different from the rest. You're absolutely correct. I am the world famous P.T. Sinclair. I know you're far away, so it's hard to tell when someone is a celebrity or not, but it is I.
Oh,
You ha-
roll your fame.
Hold on, let me see if I remember you.
Fuck yes, man.
You do recognize him as the world famous PT Sinclair, he's known for like supernatural investigations, not for selling elixirs, by the way.
You probably know me from my world famous elixir business.
I know you. I've seen you on the telly.
Okay,
Of
easy
course.
there.
This voice,
Easy there,
is a
buddy.
deep one. This land belongs to the high voices.
Oh no.
We're
Okay
born
there,
high
pal.
voices, and through mixed breeding, our voices drop. Are you one of those disgusting, mud-blooded, low-voiced animals?
I am at this. Robin is pulling out
Okay.
a dynamite cigarette,
Yeah.
is pulling out of the, and just starting to I'm going to wait for Conrad, but I'm going to like do my process of
I'm glad
They
you're
have,
thinking
like,
that.
a white flag waving in the wind that just has like a very crisp black arrow pointing upwards.
Okay, yeah. Mr. Okay. Okay there, buddy. There's no reason for anybody to have a cow here.
You think I can't tell a 2-bit cheap imitation of my race?
Roll, Conrad, can you roll your any deceitful skill? I don't what charm, persuade, fast talk. Any of those would be good.
Charm?
You think I can't tell?
Persuade. Oh, persuade. I can do persuade. Persuade, right? I've got persuade. Please have persuade. Yes, I do. Yes.
Hey,
Oh.
Roll it.
He's got a hard.
Success.
He's hard like me right now.
It was
Well,
hard.
you
Hard.
recognize it first, but as he continues talking to you, you're going to not be able to tell whether he's high voice or not.
Okay. No need for us to have a cow there, pal. I'm just gonna grab a cigarette here from my friend here. Nothing to worry about, okay? Mr. Renard, if you would kindly, just give me a little smoke-a-doodle-doo there.
Gonna hand him the dynamite.
Don't move too quickly.
Hey, nothing wrong here, pal.
Is there any
Gotta
by
light
any
it.
chance would I be
Yeah.
able to convince you to allow us to come up and have a chat with you? It seems like maybe there's a whole bunch of you up there, and I'm thinking perhaps you guys could be in need of some of my world famous elixirs, all of you. I'm willing to do a group discount.
I just need you to back away very, very slowly.
And to be clear, he's outside of the treehouse, like on the ground with the Gatling gun set in front of the treehouse. So he's like on the dirt with y'all.
I thought he was like
Yeah.
up
Yeah.
there. Okay.
No. He's
No, so
totally
Conrad-
accessible. Yeah.
Conrad, like, okay, buddy, we heard you. We're just getting right out of here. I'm just gonna put my cigarette out and just throw the dynamite right at him.
I'm gonna not make you do the throw skill in this case because it's a little dynamite. You don't need to like bullseye with him. You just need to get nearby, and I think that's like relatively like doable.
Okay.
So just can you actually roll your throw skill just to make sure you don't fumble it?
Yeah.
Hey, nailed it.
Oh, got a
Really good roll.
So you can actually check the throw skill. So you actually like nail the throw, and it gets like very close to him.
With that throw.
Does it have a wick?
Yeah, the wick is like shorter than normal, but physics work the same. So it like, and here he lit it and was pretending to smoke it for a second. So there's not much time on it. You do have a second
So
to
he-
react.
He looks
Conrad's
at it.
running up.
You wouldn't have
leans
caught it.
down.
It falls on the ground
Oh,
in
yeah.
front of you. Yeah.
He leans down. This isn't a cigarette!
And it explodes. Yeah, I'm not even gonna roll the damage. We'll do. We'll do slash roll.
Million damage.
Two,
Oh.
Not a small amount of damage.
so he he does that little scream, and you just see like the like in old movies where they like all of a sudden the gnome is like replaced with like the dummy stand-in.
Yeah.
And they explode. Right, like,
It goes to
that's
the
what
wide
looks
shot
like,
and it's
like there's like the dust explosion. But then you do see like the little chunks of flesh and viscera like dropping down.
With
Where are the
this,
trigger warnings? You start.
Yeah, we just immediately did it. You didn't even.
We have to put it at the beginning, and
That's why I
didn't
said,
even.
if we throw in trigger warnings every time something gets gory, it's every other
Honestly,
minute
this
there's
was-
a trigger warning.
this was not even what I meant. They
Yeah, this isn't even the trigger stuff. This is...
we had a very realistic car accident. That was a huge bummer for us.
there was some very realistically
Incredibly upsetting.
explained and
Yeah.
detailed
Oh.
vehicular manslaughter.
This stuff's
that
fine. Who gives a shit about that?
Conrad at that explosion rips that chainsaw into life
Oh
and
my
like
God.
runs towards the tree with it behind him. The image I want to put in your head is Attack on Titan, like the way
Yeah.
that he's like actually moving towards like that's the camera angle that I want, the chainsaw
Yeah,
behind him, and he's like swooping in and out. Just
Robert, ostensibly our friends are in that treehouse.
I'm assuming you're going towards the treehouse because there's, as I said, there's two guards.
There's
on
two
the
other
side of
people
the
there.
door,
Yeah.
and they both like slide out katanas.
Oh,
I was
here
gonna
we
say.
go.
So we have like the very dramatic shot of both of them ready and like rushing towards you as you're rushing over with the chainsaw.
You have them two rushing, and then you have the close up of my back as the sword comes out of its sheath, and I just fucking my eyes are like red as I fucking walk over.
Can
Yeah, do you have the chainsaw stats ready?
oh yeah.
Can I get some details on that Gatling gun?
It is like your full working Gatling gun. It is.
Does it
smaller.
swivel 360 degrees?
Yes, it does.
Okay.
Oh my God. This is not a horror game.
No, right
Where's
now
the
this is
horror in this?
Aliens
Sorry,
2. This
where's
is
the
not
horror
Aliens.
in this?
We hopped over to aliens very quickly. I'm gonna see if I can see any way we can get this
Dude,
done.
they did not do this well in Aliens. You're out of your mind. They still got the shit beat out of
That's
them.
because they didn't have the ability to see the movie Aliens.
Correct.
Yeah.
They didn't.
Y'all have already seen it. Roll your chainsaw skill twice. First of all,
Okay, so the thing about chainsaw skill is it has a stat when I try to use it as a martial weapon. It does not have a stat when I try to use it as a chainsaw. You said I could just use it as a chainsaw, and I am not trying to fight with this chainsaw. I'm just trying to chainsaw this tree down.
Oh, you're going for the tree.
Oh,
You're
I'm going for
ignoring
the tree.
people.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm
wanna be
gonna
very-
just Gulliver's Travel all over those little
I want to be
motherfuckers.
clear that the tree is so big that it'd be clearly like much harder for you to chop it down than it would have been for you to knock down that building back in Sinister Village. Like it is larger than that building in Sinister
You
Village.
said it was hollowed out, though.
Yes.
Like a building is hollowed out.
Yeah.
This guy's got
Still a
the
building.
answers.
So you can
Okay.
start going at it, but I do want to remind you there are two little gnomes with katanas running at you as well, thinking that you're about to get into katana chainsaw.
Yeah.
Great.
Conrad is going to, with the chainsaw in hand, jump over these two. Yeah, Uriwa, oh chinchin ga daisukeyo, and just like leap over
Physical
The
actor.
two-
Physical actor.
the two Lilliputians,
You're gonna try to
Fully
jump
realized
over the two
the
katana
two gnomes. Oh yeah.
Okay. Roll your jump skill, and I want you to remember that you are jumping
Oh
with a katana.
boy,
in
howdy.
hand.
That's a bad jump to miss. Jumping over
Yeah.
two katanas.
Yeah. So
They're
you,
weren't ready for the
gnome-sized
jump.
katanas. Like, what are they, a
They're
foot off the
tiny.
ground?
yeah. So they're knocked down a level
Break
as
them in
far as like
half.
damage and anything goes. So whereas a katana, I assume would normally be. It's not knife large, right? Is there a sword skill? Sword.
should
alright,
be
so
a
here we go, here we go.
Knife large is probably
Here we
pretty
go.
close.
No. We got
No, there's a sword in there.
So there's the sword medium, which is like a rapier or heavy epee. That's probably katana sized, right?
Sure.
Rather than
What's the
sword
other-
heavy, which sword heavy is cavalry saber.
Nope.
Yeah. So
Yeah, no, that's For katana?
I was gonna say
But
that.
a gnomish-sized
It's
katana.
a
Well,
small
no,
katana though.
starting at so if it starts at heavy, then we knock it down a level for gnomish size. Well, no, I mean, I put it at sword light because that says like sharpening, fencing foils, or sword king.
Great.
I'd
For
put it, like,
using
sword
that
king
as
size if
its-
it's tiny, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's fighting sword. So they do need specific sword skill. So I'm gonna mentally give them what their sword skill is, and so they're both
As we
going
didn't
to.
plan for.
Uh,
Or did we? It's always so
so
hard to tell.
they both go for the slash and miss. You're still you don't manage to clear the jump. But, like you try to jump and like the chainsaw weighs you down more than you thought it would, and they like slash in the air at you, but they don't get you. But you're in front of them now, like in combat with them. What is everybody else doing?
I'm coming up to fucking end those two dorks with their sword.
What are you gonna attack them with?
My sword.
And are you attacking the one on the right or the one on the left?
I will attack the one that seems to be free. I assume one is standing closer in front of Conrad than the other one.
They're both like right in front of Conrad.
Then I will
They-
attack the one on Conrad's left.
Okay, which is also your left.
Perfect.
Yes. With your sword, roll your sword skill, and they're gonna. Well, you tell me. You see him coming in for the sword slash. How do you?
Nice.
I think they're fully trying to take a killing blow on Conrad.
Okay. Well, so when you see Robin attacking with the sword, you have an option to either try to block it, dodge it, or like stab him back. This is different than your normal move.
They're gonna try to block. They're gonna try to go.
Yeah. I assume that is like sword skill again. You're not successful in blocking the he's too
Ten
fast
damage.
for you, and he hits you with the sword, and
It's just the white line across the screen.
I'm thinking about like what human health is at, and I'm mentally giving gnome's health right now.
Wow.
So they're necessarily weaker.
So they
Yes.
don't have as much health as as
Sounding like a high
regular
voice here,
people,
dude.
Jorge.
You're sounding like a high voice here.
Yeah, I assume that health has a lot to do with the size of the body.
Oh.
That might be on me.
I see.
That might be on me.
Look, I might have some work to do.
Oh boy.
So we're just our physiology.
The point is, it cuts to the white background, like shadow view, where you see like the gnome body, and then like the slide. So yes, you've cut right through him.
Yeah.
PT Sinclair.
I'm running at the Gatling gun as fast as my very old legs will take me there.
Yes, you have previously mentioned that you were quite slow, so I will let you get to the Gatling gun and spinning it around, but I will not let you attack quite yet.
Great.
Which puts it back in Conrad's hands. You have one katana gnome in front of you.
I'll let
Yes,
chat
I do.
decide if I'm unloading this Gatling gun on the tree. Like,
It's Conrad and then the katana gnomes. He tried his jump and then y'all tried stabbing him.
Conrad is gonna kick that gnome. He's gonna kick him as far as he can.
Boot.
Like kickball jumps with the
Like the-
opposite leg
Oh,
and swings fully. He's gonna kick that gnome.
Okay, roll your brawl skill.
Gonna Super
what do you-
Smash
what do you do
Bros
as you
into
see
the
this
fucking
kick coming towards you?
background.
As his foot's coming towards me,
Yeah.
he's gonna backflip out of the way, Yoda style.
Are you?
Nice.
So you're just trying to dodge it?
Pretty sick.
Yeah.
Okay.
Backflip.
So
I'll
the
hate that.
gnome dodging skill is a lot higher than their combat skills.
Taylor, I know you've got 7 luck.
So yeah, you very easily backflip over his kick,
He's put up one
like
luck.
Yoda style. And now it is your turn, and you are like in a good position to do whatever you want to him.
Yeah, I'm a 360 with
No.
katana,
No, you're not.
whirling dervish blade style.
Conrad
Check
is
it
gonna
out
try
in
to
the book.
kick him
Look in
with
the
the
book.
other
Really?
foot.
Try and kick him again.
Check the book. It's in there.
Use the momentum of the
My
mystic
dad works for
plant.
Chaosium. I know.
And then
Yeah, Conrad, you see him doing like the full 360 swipe. What are you gonna do?
He's gonna kick him with the other foot.
boot his ass into oblivion.
Roll your brawl.
There we go.
And ties go to the runner, so he manages to like slice your leg before you're able to kick him.
For like
How much luck do I need to spend? I'm gonna spend 4 luck to make it
a heart.
4
You
of my
can't
8
on
luck.
a combat roll, right?
I can on a combat roll.
Yeah.
You're right.
So sword light damage is 1d6 plus damage bonus. They definitely do
Just
not have a
minus.
damage
I was
bonus.
gonna say.
So got 6 damage. So he
Conrad's down to 6 health.
yeah. So he like slices like deep into
Right in
you.
the artery.
Yeah,
Right in
he
the
does
artery.
the full deep slice, and you like fall over.
The
like-
famous gnome surgical precision with a katana.
I was not expecting. I thought this was gonna be like an easy breezy.
Beautiful cover girl.
Yeah, Robin,
Highly
Gonna
trained.
fucking rip this guy in half with.
do it then.
Damn it! Got a success, but it's only 3 damage instead
Okay, so you see
of 10.
his sword coming down on you. You're gonna have a penalty die because you've already like had to move for dodging the previous attack. So what are you doing?
To keep the 360
You-
up.
Are you
I
gonna?
slice through and I'm slicing the other.
All right, so you're gonna try to slice him before he slices you. So that uses that with the penalty die.
These moves.
Oh my god, that's exactly it. So do it. So you are not fast enough, and he slices you with for 3 damage, and it is deep. You're still in the game though.
All right,
So he takes like a big, probably like the full slash, and you're like,
Yeah, man,
You're bleeding a lot, and
I
you're
can't
like-
use my arm. I throw the sword to the other side. And catch it.
yeah. PT Sinclair, you have your Gatling gun trained on him. You see his like limp arm hanging.
Is there? What's the surrounding area looking like? What's the environment like? What time of day is it?
You have to be the only one who would ask questions in this situation.
It means nothing to me.
I want to
It
look. Look. It takes anybody can say yes. I'm at a Gatling gun. There's a gnome in front of me. I'm gonna shoot him as many times as I can.
What are you getting at? What is your question?
I want to know if there's like some gas lamps, something, anything. I want to know about if there's any environment stuff that I can do with this Gatling gun.
Friends are still in. You know this.
roll your luck.
Okay. You know how this is gonna go, Jorge.
Yeah, I guess I didn't know how this is gonna go.
Make it a hard success.
Yeah. Yeah. There are actually
I have a lot of luck.
There are 2 gas lamps hanging on either side of the front door to the Magic Tree House.
Right on the magic tree house.
For the
Kill the guards
record,
with katanas
Gatling
on the magic
guns
tree house.
use machine gun skill.
Great. Is that different from rifle shotgun?
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Damn it.
There was
So I get that's probably just gonna
hello?
be whatever the base.
Base 20.
It'd be
25.
base, yeah.
What is the mileage on the Magic Tree House?
No, I was doing the magic school bus theme.
You're in range to shoot it.
I'm in range. What's the base skill? Because I'm just gonna have to roll a d100.
Does anybody have that on hand?
It's 25, isn't it? That's what it was for fighting chainsaw.
Then it's probably it's whatever
Hand-
the base is. For
Base
firearms.
handgun.
Rifle shotgun is 25. Handgun is 20.
Is there no firearm skill?
Those are
There's
both
2 separate
firearm
firearm
skill.
skill.
Handgun, rifle, shotgun, 20, 25, respectively.
Do 20.
Okay.
On the magic tree house.
And this is to hit the 2 gas lamps.
Yep. I can just do slash
Okay.
roll 1d.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
You know it.
57.
Nope.
Nice. Loser.
So I assume that you're like unloading the Gatling gun and it's just like going all over the place, and your feeble old man arms can't
Yep.
like hold it into place. Which brings it back to Conrad's turn.
Conrad is gonna let the chainsaw, like throw the chainsaw down, and then with one of his brand new scythe
There we go.
hands, slice underneath that gnome, just from like nip to tip to
Wear him
nip,
like,
Names to
wear him like
chops.
a puppet.
knaves to chops.
Okay, roll. You see this undercut hand coming up. What are you gonna do? Remember that you can like try to hit him first. You can dodge. You can.
I'm gonna
Jeez,
take a
these
dodge.
rolls
I'm
are
gonna
rough.
jump straight up and do the splits, so he goes right under me.
Just gives you a little tickle
I'm
with
gonna
the
roll
sight.
your
Guts you
dodge
like a
skill,
fish.
which, again, the gnome dodge skill is very high. Everything else is not high.
Ooh, that's a good roll.
So he does like leap over it, doing the splits. So you like come up. And remember that the way that brawling combat works is each successive person who is going after him, he has an extra penalty die added within a round.
Yeah.
So if he's just dodging everything, what you want is for everybody to like come in on him. It is his turn now to move.
Well, he is seeing this old man light up his entire home, so he's gonna take a jump off of Conrad and try to flying swipe. Is he close enough?
Yeah, it's all in.
Try to flying swipe at PT Sinclair.
Okay.
So he jumps up, does a full split in the air, twists his body to launch off of Conrad's body, and do a flying swipe at PT Sinclair.
Yeah, I'm gonna do.
Fucking wire.
First,
Imagine
I'm gonna
like
do-
the anime like jump, and then he does like the barrel roll through the air with the sword.
Yeah, I'm gonna do one roll for the jump. You successfully like do your jump, and then I'm doing another roll for the slash on the Gatling gun. I will admit, literally, I've set the katana skill to 40 for the gnomes, and they've hit 40 twice.
They've hit 40, yeah.
So you do manage to do the jump, and then you're coming right down on PT Sinclair. PT Sinclair, you see this katana, like the aim is true. You see it coming at you. You have a second to do some sort. Remember, you can attack back. You can try to dodge it. You can do some sort of maneuver, like grabbing him out of the air because he's a gnome.
Yeah, I think I'm going to, if I may, I think I would like to ditch the Gatling gun
Blasting.
and sort of like get my shotgun in hand and just like da-da-da-da-da-da, charge and just fucking bat him out of like mid-air.
Yes, you absolutely. It will still be brawl because you're using your shotgun like a brawling weapon. So roll your brawl to try to knock him out of the air with
Come
it.
on,
Square in the
baby.
stomach and send him
I need
flying.
I need some time to roll dice to like
Yeah.
just shake him around.
Remember that you'll need a hard success to be able, because like ties go to the.
So I need a 20 or lower.
Here we go.
Damn.
Not even.
Not
close.
even close, baby.
Damn it.
You start fumbling to pull out your shotgun, and he comes like down with like the.
You're saying do 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 do, and then you get stabbed instead of.
They put their elite guards out front.
Yeah, because it'll probably have to be the toughest guards.
They're
in the
elite
country.
fucking meatbags, dude.
What did we say that the?
Gonna be an elite blood party when I get my hands on this fucker again.
So we're doing 1d6 for damage. But you do like something about the way that you whip it out. He just manages to barely nick you. I mean, he did do a whole like jump over, so you just get like your arm slashed a little bit.
I got out of
It's
that.
not like a
Okay.
deep cut.
Just above table, real quick. Brian, you did just laugh at whip it out, right?
Just want to be clear.
Wild.
Just want to be clear for
Yeah.
all of America
whip it
watching.
out.
And I went,
You went,
I want to be clear. It is that
course.
kind of show.
of course.
yeah, excellent.
What am I expected to do?
On brand.
Yes.
Am I supposed to deny something that's funny? No. I'm
We're not making high art here.
I am
supposed-
merely human.
not an actor here. What?
There's literally not been a single time that 69 has come up and somebody hasn't said nice.
Nice.
Like, that is, it is Robin Renard's turn.
I will be.
Here we go,
Literally
baby.
2 seconds. I'll be right back.
No frills. Fucking blood in my eyes. Because
Yep.
now both of my friends have been attacked. So it is just both hands gripping that sword, running like this. And then I'm going to drop down on that fucking elite gnome.
They did become elite gnomes.
Yeah, they got put over real quick, didn't they?
What are you?
Failed.
Yeah. What are you doing as he's coming in trying to slash over you?
I see him doing that, like mid-air slashing.
Yeah.
Okay, then what I'm doing is I see him coming up like this, right?
Yeah.
I am going to like baseball slide through his legs and try to slash up at his gut.
Okay.
Oh, my gut that's there.
Yes. Roll. Oh, that's me. That's me rolling for you. Okay. So you are. So he comes down slashing. He falls to the side of you. Like you try to do that move. You manage to avoid his slash coming down, but you are also not able to slash him.
Word.
Yeah, because you would have had to have a penalty die too, anyways.
Fucking loser.
Not Robin Renard. PT Sinclair.
PT Sinclair is going to go from club shotgun to shotgun. As we recall, it is already cocked from when we were walking over, and I would like to shoot it at the gnome.
Okay, so you're just shooting your shotgun at the
Yep.
gnome. Nice.
How far away am I? It is pertinent.
Pretty close.
Pretty close to say, pretty close, all things considered.
Yeah, I mean because he just leapt at you, like, and then Robin came to him, so he's like, yeah, he's the closest range.
Okay. Oh, come on!
He rolled a fucking 79 and he needed a 72.
This is ridiculous.
How embarrassing.
My rifle shotgun is very good. I'm frustrated.
Dodges the buckshot.
He's a gnome. He's small.
Really,
He just
really talented gnome.
I feel like
Jumps
these are all, like-
up like a jumping jack, and the buckshot just goes around.
completely splits.
My,
Yeah.
I feel like these are all like very fast shots too. It's just like the blast and the cutting to like his like close up of his face and like
my guy is just playing jump rope with our attacks.
yeah. I really thought y'all
Double
were gonna
dutching away from every
just cut
fucking
right through these two guys. But,
No, one of them
Conrad.
ended up being fucking Pickle Rick here. Jesus, like, fuck's sake. Yeah. So Conrad is he's gonna come in. Can he do 1-2 with his scythe? Sorry, his scythe knucks, or am I limited to one swipe?
Can somebody that should be just like the normal brawl skill? Just that you've like attached something nasty to it. I think. Well,
Because I'm just trying
No,
to
it's-
do 1-2.
yeah, its uses per round 1 for sickles.
Okay, then yeah, I'll just do the one fighting brawl. The one like I'm just gonna slice him. I'm gonna take that little gnomish head off.
overhand fucking.
Yes. So go
Take
and
that little gnomish head off.
can you describe how you're trying to do a decapitation?
Yeah, I'm trying to come over like shoulder to hip. I'm gonna slice
Oh!
everything on his right side off.
Yeah. So you see him coming in diagonally. How are you gonna react to it?
Diagonally.
Well, I see his arm coming
Yeah.
like this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to slice his arm off.
Yeah. So you roll, or I'm gonna roll your attack for you. Taylor, you roll.
Yes!
You got an extreme success.
Doesn't matter what
That's
attack.
another 40 for the
That's
gnome.
a third 40 in a row when their skill is 40 in katana. So
Literally
It is-
1 in 10,000 chance.
it is like the slow motion, like your katana like coming down while he's like coming. Yeah, like he's also coming in diagonally for it, and you are too slow, and he does like the full. And now trigger warning, because he does like you see like the slice of like
Right before it.
the clothes all like pop open, and it's like it's the thing where the skin opens up and all the entrails like just like start falling out of your little gnome body.
So slice and slice.
Yeah. Wait.
Probably like the fall to the knees as like the small intestine continues to like trail out.
Yeah, in the non-R-rated movie, it's just the close-up on him, and he just stops, and then falls out of shot.
Worthy foe.
Fuck you, fascist.
Conrad looks at him and says, "Well, that makes one of us."
Oh!
Damn.
And he kicks over the body a little bit, face down in the dirt.
And we all give it a nice long beat, just staring down at him, and then I look over and like it was pretty worthy foe though. Like I just want to be real. I just want to like be very
Okay, all right. Well, we're all entitled to our opinions.
Look, no,
here.
I just
Okay.
wanted to be
I'm gonna
clear.
go
I
get
just
my
don't want to be.
chainsaw now.
I want to make sure no one like that we're not lying to each other. There's no point in doing that. They were
During
very
this-
worthy
okay,
foes.
yeah, okay, Mr. Honesty over here. Always,
during this,
always being
Robin is
honest.
just
Oh
going
yeah,
to
honest
scream.
PT. Okay,
Just
yeah,
gonna be-
sure. Okay, yeah, bud. All right, yeah, sure, bud.
I need more blood.
Robert, good lord.
I love
And I'm gonna
three
run towards the
very
door.
different, like, persons in this conversation right now.
And
Conrad's
we
gonna grab
cut
his, chainsaw.
we cut to an alarm inside of the magic treehouse. it's like that. We see like somebody up at the top level looking at a bunch of like security camera footages, and there's like the camera outside of the magic treehouse where they're like that last gnome's entrails had just been taken out, and we see like a bunch of gnomes like rushing around on the multiple floors of the magic treehouse.
Holy fucking shit!
And
They ripped him apart!
that is where we will, and we do see our two friends and Tambi like hold up in the top level with all the security cameras, and that is where we will leave it
Okay.
for next week.
Great.
Okay.
Very
We
good.
did it, guys. I can't believe
That's
it.
it.
So join us next week as we take down Nakanomi Tower.
Stop
Jesus.
You really,
That was fucking incredible. I hate
Hit
it
home for
so much.
Chris.
That was a yeah. Fuck.
And before then, if you want to see more content
more
or listen to
butts,
more
dude.
content like we've got here, Brian, our keeper Jorge, and myself have a podcast called Are We Friends? Comes out every Monday night. It's about three boys who've known each other for a
Allegedly.
little over 10 years who go through their interests one at a time to see if they are actually still friends anymore or if it's just inertia.
I don't scream I need more blood on it as much as I should.
No, Jorge
that's
does.
true. Yep, that's me.
I'm
I just
John.
talked about-
I have a podcast called Downtime with John and Emily. It's the how-to podcast by siblings who don't know anything.
Single one.
I record this podcast with my sister every single
Allegedly.
week. It's a lot of fun. We did an episode. I actually just released an episode
Heard about that?
today that was entitled "How to Make a Hat," and we spent the majority of the episode just crying, laughing about the idea of having people pay you to piss your pants on command. So that kind of gives you the a really good gist of our
You
whole
learned something
show.
on that show.
The next episode is how to book Chris Albrigo as a guest.
How to get Chris on your show.
Well,
That's what it should
That's
be.
what I heard.
It's a little
agent.
clunky. We'll workshop it. We'll
I
get
hate
there.
you.
We are at Downey
Chris
Siblings.
has been on Are We Friends multiple times if you want to hear him there.
We are at
Yes.
Downey Siblings on all social media sites, and if you want to listen to the show from our website, it is getdowney.com. That's
.com.
GETDOWNEY.com.
Which reminds me that our social media for our podcast is at _ Are We Friends, all one word, on Twitter and Instagram. And our website is r-we-friends.com.
.com.
We
Dot
also
com.
we
wait.
make a podcast version of this show
It's
that you are watching
much
right
better.
now. It is called simply Outlaws and Old Ones, just
So
like
much
this
better
show.
than that.
Taylor over there, that one, far side. He spends so many hours in the week editing down this crazy rambling nonsense to just the gameplay and funny moments and beautiful original music from the guys over at Some Point Sound, who you should follow, twitch.tv/somepointsound. It's really an
Sound of some
incredibly put together podcast, really well produced podcast. So please go subscribe, go give it a listen, let us know how you feel about it. You can find us on Instagram at Outlaws and Old Ones there as well.
Give us a kiss.
I don't work, so
Is that it?
I have nothing to.
That would be it. You want to leave this out of
pluggables,
here?
Chris?
No pluggables, Chris. Good.
Cool.
no plugs.
All good then.
Sure.
So I have been your keeper, Jorge.
I have been Taylor as Conrad Hearty, still candidate for mayor.
I have been your Brian as Robin Renard.
Legends, I've been John as the world famous P.T. Sinclair.
And I've been Chris as the elite gnome hit squad.
See you later, fuckers.
Bye bye.